Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear students. I'm your teacher, Omar Ali Al Abdul Wahid, the teacher of Architectural Design 2, and welcome to our new semester for this year, which is a different semester. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may protect us all from this virus. As you know, that we will have these classes online, as you all know, and we're gonna have these classes in a different way, inshallah, as you know, through the means of online means that we have, like Teams, Microsoft Teams, and other tools. Just wanted to have some introduction with you today. What is the class of Architectural Design 2? In fact, in our class, in the first class, we will take, after this introduction, we will take a fast revision of what we have taken about architecture, the criteria of architecture and the fundamentals of architectural design that we have taken in the previous class. So after this fast revision, we're gonna have a project. Our project will be a villa, okay? So this villa, we will talk together and we will sit together, okay, and we will discuss what kind of things that we want to have and what kind of information that we need to learn first in order to design a villa for a family. Okay, it's a villa for a family. These information that we're gonna discuss, like in the first two classes, okay, and we're gonna have some kind of discussions and some kind of information transformation from between the students and the teacher. And afterwards, we're gonna have something which is called the concept, the main concept. I think you have taken this one in the previous class. The concept is very important thing to have before we start to design our houses or any kind of project in the future, even if you're in the next semesters, in the next classes in architectural design. It's a very important thing to think about the concept before you design the houses. Nowadays we can see like so many houses are designed just like a copy paste sometimes, and sometimes some people, they don't have any idea or the concept for their houses. And here in architecture, it's a different way. We are not draftsmen. We are not like some lay people to just like draw spaces here and there and combine these spaces to make a villa or to make an environment, because these environments, people will live inside, and it's very important for us to think that we ourselves will live in that house, even if we are different in like in social behavior, or we are different in age, and we are different. And you have to imagine yourself that you are that person. If he's like, for example, you are 22 years old or 21 years old, and that person, he's like 80 or 70 years old, he came to you, he wants you to design a house for him. You have to imagine how can that person live in a house, what he likes, what does he like, what does he dislike, and you have to sit with him and take as much as information that you need to take from him in order to have an image or a concept in your mind of that person or that customer, how he thinks, how can he live, what is his traditions, and so on and so forth. So this is why the first important thing is that how can we make the concept or make the idea of the design. Then afterwards we will jump to the other step of how to implement or how to translate these concepts that we had, the ripe concept, how to implement it or how to translate it into lines, how to draw it. Because as an architect, your language or your letters, it's not like the letters like English letters or like Arabic letters. Your letters is your pen and lines. So how you express yourself, okay, some of the people who cannot express themselves. They have good information, they have many ideas, but they cannot express it. So this is why sometimes they fail to reach to the other people or to communicate with other people. This is kind of communication. Architecture is a communication between you and the society, and communication between in general, and a communication between you and the person himself, that customer or that person who's coming to you to design his villa, which is our project for this year. So this is why it's very important for us to first make a good concept and it might take time. You know, the concept takes time sometimes. It takes like days, maybe months, maybe, or maybe hours. You don't know. Just you need to live with that concept until you get it, ripe it, and then afterwards you go to implement this idea or this concept. So these things we're going to discuss in our classes, and we'll take you one by one in our classes here. We'll take you one by one to how implement these ideas or concepts. Then afterwards, we need to have like engineering, or we can say architectural rules that we need to follow in order to express the concept. And then afterwards we're going to take some structural information of how to construct these houses, because also you are not doing like something in papers. You are using the materials, the building materials. Building materials need to be constructed well. Building materials has its own requirements. You cannot like make something like abnormal from nothing, and you cannot like you cannot make something which cannot be constructed. You cannot make something or a concept that is doesn't reflect the society, doesn't reflect the person himself, the customer, doesn't reflect the environment that you are building in, and doesn't and cannot be implemented in real life. Okay, so these are important things also that we will highlight, and this is a fast introduction about what we gonna take. Also, the thing is that we want to have architects. We want to have people who can change the society and who can change the architectural environment in the future. So every time when I'm talking to my students, when I was talking to my students in the previous semester, and you can ask, you can discuss with them also, you can know some more information about our classes, that I need to have like some change in the future, like within 10 years, within 7 years, we need to have some change. We have a change now. Nowadays we have a change, and you can see like when you go here and there, you can see like there is a different kind of architecture than before. Before we have like some bad habits, like in a copy paste, and people, they don't know. We need to outreach to people. We need to show them that there is something can be provided for you, can be given for you better than you can see now in the street. And we need to have like architecture that reflects our environment, reflects our society, reflects our habits, traditions, and even religion. So all these things we have to take into account when we are designing. This is my important points that I want to highlight. And we need to have, at the same time, we need to have a contemporary architecture. That doesn't mean if we want to go back to our traditions, that means we need to have old buildings, old villas, and so on and so forth. No, it's just like to take the spirit of what we had, and it's just like about reflecting that what we need in our traditions, in our environment, in our traditions, in our country. So it's very important now to highlight these issues in this class before we start to implement, or before we start to design these classes. Okay, so now let's say, like for example, nowadays, like we have some kind of villas that has no relationship. Let me give you an example. Nowadays we have a villas that has no relationship, no relationship with the environment around it. So for example, if you go in one of the streets around the college now, you can see like some villas, okay, they have small openings, and they have nice view, mountain view, or they have a nice park view, and so on and so forth. And at that point, when that facade or that elevation, you need to like have some view to that mountain, for example. And although he's putting like toilet windows there, or sometimes small windows, and you don't have it's just like a villa which is not reflecting the environment that we are living in nowadays. Like, see, villa is here, you can take it from this point and you can put it in the other point. What's the difference? Because it's just, it doesn't reflect that there is a mountain in this way. So every time when I'm walking in the streets, or driving through the streets, I'm looking to the elevations of some of the buildings, not villas only, but I'm saying villas because we have our project, it talks about the villas. If you are looking at the villas or at the buildings, you look at the buildings and you can see around that buildings, you can see that this building is kind of like a building who has been put here in this place without taking care of any without taking any care about the surroundings of that villa. So you need, first of all, we're gonna give you a site. We're gonna choose a site, and we have it. We're gonna tell you which location it is. I'm gonna send you the location, and I'm gonna send you the information about the site. And if you want, you can make a site visit for the site, and you need to look at all around the site. How can you reach to the site? How many ways can lead you to the site? The optical or the optical angles of that location from all the elevations, and you need to look at the surroundings of the villa. What are the buildings around you, the neighborhood? Maybe there is a mountain, maybe there is like a masjid there, maybe there is like a monumental building and far away, and you need to like make like a view from one of the spaces inside the villa to that building or to that monumental building. You need to visit the site in different times, at least daytime and nighttime, because maybe you will see a different view, for example at night, which is very beautiful, and you want to show the person who's living in the living room or in the bedroom, whatever the thing might be. If you want him to look at that view at night, for example, because sometimes in different places the view, it changes from night to day or day to night. Maybe like, for example, you cannot see the mountain at night, but you can see it at morning time. So maybe there is a building, monumental building, which has lights at night, nice beautiful lights at night. So you need to visit that site at night. If you have some things like that, you need to take care when you are designing. So which is the very important thing. I just want to sum up this point. You need to visit the site 2 times at least. You need to look at the access ways to the site. How can you reach to the site? You need to walk through the streets. As I told you, the optical axis. You need to see the neighborhood. You need to see the buildings surrounding your plot. Okay, and all these things, take it, recorded, photos, everything. We're gonna make analysis for this site. We're gonna analyze the site. I will choose the site. Before, the students, they were choosing the site, but because we don't have like traditional classes nowadays, I don't want you to go here and there to choose the location by yourself. I will give you the location, and just if you want to go visit that location, you can go yourself and you can visit that location. Then this is my role, and your role is to see that location and make analysis on that location. What does that mean? What do I mean by analysis for that location? Analysis means what I have said. You say that there is like this is the north, and there is a neighborhood here, like there is a high building here, there is a neighborhood closing this view for me, and there is access from this way, and there is like for example 2 streets, back street, front street, or 1 street, it depends. My villa is in the corner. I have a look on the wadi, or I have a nice look or mountain view here. You can see the monsoon, the winds, okay, the direction of the winds is very important, and also the sunrise and sunset, I mean the east and west, and you can also study all these things because it's very important to study the orientation of the building, the coordination of the building, where's the sun, where's the monsoon the winds coming from where to where, because this is very important also for designing the spaces. Designing the spaces like the kitchen or whatever, these things needs to be not facing the monsoon, because you know, if you are opening the window, if the wind comes inside the building, it will push the smell of the odors of the kitchen inside the house. We have some mechanical things we know, but we don't want to depend on these things because we are architects and we need to go back and you know, we need to follow the ecosystems, and we need to heal the environment from using these equipments, from using the more electricity, more power, more water, and all these things. And you need to to have a look or to reflect about all these things also. Also, you can look at the location, the area, the setbacks, and you need to know what is the requirements or the program of the villa. I will tell you later on on our classes, inshallah, what we need in this villa. How many members, how many family members they are, and how many what do they require. Okay, but at the same time, I will give you a space to move here and there, to choose like less and more spaces for this villa. Like for example, if you want to make like a gym or office or something like that, this depends on you. If you want to add some more spaces, it's very important. Also, I wanted to highlight there is something which is called zoning and the spaces and zoning, and we have something which is called a bubble diagram. And you have taken this one in the previous semester. We will make a bubble diagram before we make when we are making the concept, before we start to design our villas. And you need to to know the relationships between the private, semi-private, and public spaces. And this is very important, the relationships between these spaces inside the villa. We have spaces that are private, semi-private, and public spaces in the villas. Also, these things we need to study. These all things we'll have it in the first stage of our concept. Then afterwards, as we said, we will go and starting the concept, the design, and it's very important to take care of the first thing, which is the concept. It's very important to take care about the concept itself. Take your time, live with the concept. I'm always telling my students that the concept, it doesn't come because you are setting a time to sit and study. And design, in architectural design, it's not like other classes. Other classes, the theoretical classes, you just go, you say, okay, from this time to this time I will study, and that's it. Like I would go like from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I will study, and it needs like 2 hours to study, and then afterwards I will be done. I will finish my assignment this time. It is not assignment. It's very important to highlight that designing or the concept itself, especially the concept, it is not an assignment to do. It is very important. Take care. The concept, having the concept, is not assignment to do. Assignment, you say that this assignment will take 1 hour from me or 2 hours from me, so I will sit from 4 to 6, I will finish this assignment and I'm done. The concept is not like that. The concept is not coming by sitting for 2 hours like this and the concept will come in your mind. It's not coming like that. If you don't live with the concept in your whole day, 24/7, even by dreams, if you don't dream while awake or dream while sleeping with the concept, it will not come, and it will not, even if it comes, it will come a weak, very weak concept. Live with it. While you're driving, instead of chit-chatting with WhatsApp, think about the concept, okay? At least by thinking in the concept, you will not get fined from the police, traffic police, okay? Think about the concept, live with it while you are eating, while you are going out, while you are going to the college, while you are going to the house, even before sleep, when you wake up, every time, live with it. 24/7, I'm telling you. Exactly, 24/7, live with it. Live with the concept. You don't know when it comes. And once there is a glimpse, once there is a little light of the concept in your mind, just directly go and sketch it. Or write it. Or say, I want to do this one, this so and so, so. Don't leave it. You have to hunt this idea. You have to hunt this concept. It comes sometimes as a glimpse. It's just like portions of seconds. It comes like this and go away. If you don't hunt it, if we can say, if you don't hunt that concept and if you don't sketch it directly, it will fly away. Okay? So don't leave these concepts when it comes to fly away. And it will not come to you, and you cannot hunt it again. You cannot hunt it, and it will not come to you or pass by you unless you are living with this one 24/7. 99%, 99.9, let's say, like the antiseptics that we have, 99.9, 99.9%, you will not get a good concept or not a good idea unless you think about it 24/7. I'm serious, really I'm serious. And this is what I have experienced, and this is not me only. I did not discover this this thing by myself. It's my teachers, okay, and it's my experience. If you are not living with the concept, you will not get it. So please don't take this class as an assignment. Don't take this class as an assignment. This class is to be lived with in whole your life. Think about it. Feel that this is your house, this is your dreams house, and you want to have it, and you want to design it, and think morning, evening, all these times you think about the concept and follow, hunt these ideas, note it down, sketch it up, and also don't leave any minute that you want, that you can to think about this project. You don't leave any minute. You don't have that much time. Now you have a privilege, you know, to be honest with you. You have a privilege to have so much time. You know, before you were commuting from house to college, college to house, and all these things. Just make use of that time and sit and think, okay? And you can make groups between you, among of you students. You can make groups and you can discuss your concepts. I don't mind, honestly, to be honest with you, I don't mind if you get the concepts from here and there. You will not be an author, you know. I'm not expecting you in this class to have like these ideas from your mind. It's not like kind of sneaking. It's not like kind of stealing. No, you need to study. You need to read. You need to study the books. You need to see to Google it. You need to watch the websites, maybe YouTube channels, whatever the case might be. You need to enlarge, okay, to expand, okay, to widen your mind. You see nowadays we have so many websites, okay, and it's easy for you to check for different types of designs, different types of concepts. Okay, I don't want you to take only the shape, the outer shape or the outer look of the buildings, but think about the concepts behind that. You can go back and study like architects, how they were thinking, okay, while they are designing their monumental buildings, the famous buildings. See those people how they were thinking, and you start to think like them. It's not something that we need to implement or something that we need to do and that's it. We don't want to do like that. If you do like that, you are not an architect. If you do like that, you will be like those people you are seeing now, and they are doing some kind horrible buildings outside. So don't do that, please. Live with that. Be different. Live with your concept and be different. This is my advice for you. Live with your concept and study And I don't mind if you take from here and there. It is not like kind of stealing the ideas of other people. Don't copy paste. I'm not saying copy paste. I'm not saying that take one of the concepts from here, or take one of the buildings and copy paste. No, I'm saying look at these things, take some of these ideas, take the lessons learned. It's very important to take the lessons learned. We cannot do anything without by ourselves only. We need to look at the architects. How did they work? How did they do their monumental buildings? How did they do that great, fabulous building before? So whenever you look at them, you will increase your, or expand, as I said, expand your image, expand your thinking, expand your mind, okay, and you will be more open-minded, okay, because I have experienced some of my previous students. They think that this is kind of stealing or plagiarism or something like that. It is not like that. I'm not saying take something from others. I'm saying look at them, take the lessons learned. Exactly, lessons learned. So this way you can get good ideas, good concepts, and you can enhance your skills in designing. So this is what all about what I wanted to talk with you in this introduction, and I hope that you have understood the meanings of these information that I have given to you, and inshallah I will meet you in the next class. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.